From the 76ers perspective and Daryl Morey's perspective,
the Sixers may have promised James they would trade him, and that hasn't happened.
But now this is beyond bad blood, and quite frankly, I have no idea, Amber, how this is going to end.
Hello again, basketball fans, and welcome back to NBA Hoops. Today, we are talking about the dispute that's been making headlines across the NBA world. There is an ongoing war between James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers' front office, their general manager Daryl Morey to be exact. This feud came out of nowhere to cause seismic shockwaves within the basketball community, and in this video, we are going to break down all the drama, the reasons behind it, and what it could mean for the future of Harden and the 76ers. It's safe to say that James Harden and Daryl Morey's situation began when Harden was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers in a blockbuster deal during the offseason, orchestrated by general manager Daryl Morey. At first, it seemed like a promising move for both teams involved, with Harden bringing his incredible scoring ability to an organization with championship aspirations. However, things took a turn for the worse when reports of tension within the franchise began to surface. The feud reached its peak when Harden publicly criticized Morey, accusing him of being dishonest about the team's plans and the promises made to him during the negotiations. In a scathing statement, Harden referred to Morey as a liar, further intensifying the dispute. The NBA took notice of the escalating situation and subsequently fined Harden $100,000 for his comments, citing a violation of the league's rules against public trade requests. This move only added fuel to the fire, as the NBA Players Association announced its intention to challenge the fine on Harden's behalf. As a result of this bitter dispute, the future remains uncertain for James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers. The relationship between the star player and the team's general manager appears to be irreparably damaged, casting doubt on Harden's long-term commitment to the franchise. Speculation about a potential trade or Harden's departure from the 76ers has been rampant, leaving fans and analysts eagerly awaiting any future scenarios. This dramatic conflict between a player and a high-profile GM has the potential to reshape the NBA landscape, making it one of the most captivating storylines to watch in the coming months. The impact of the James Harden and Daryl Morey feud extends beyond just the individuals involved. It has a ripple effect on the entire Philadelphia 76ers organization, their fans, and the NBA as a whole. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the immediate concern is how to manage this internal turmoil and salvage the chemistry of the team. Winning an NBA championship is undoubtedly the primary goal, but with the crisis like this, their chances of achieving that goal are significantly lowered. The front office faces the daunting task of either repairing the relationship between Harden and Morey, which at this point seems like a mission impossible, or exploring trade options that benefit the team's long-term aspirations. Fans of the 76ers find themselves in a state of unease, as the conflict between a star player and a respected GM adds too much uncertainty to the team's future. The excitement of having Harden in the roster has been overshadowed by the drama, leaving supporters anxious about what's next for their beloved franchise. On a broader scale, the NBA community is closely watching this dispute, as it sheds light on the evolving dynamics between players and management in the league. It raises questions about player empowerment, trade requests, and the role of GMs in the modern NBA. The outcome of this situation could set a precedent for how similar disputes are handled in the future and may influence the strategies employed by teams and players alike. Daryl Morey, who is a respected figure in the NBA front office, also faces a pivotal moment in his career. His reputation as a shrewd decision-maker is on the line, and how he navigates this dispute could significantly impact his legacy as a general manager. Moreover, the role of player empowerment in the NBA continues to evolve. While players asserting their preferences and trade requests is nothing new, the public nature of Harden's criticism and the subsequent fines levied by the league have brought the issue into sharper focus. Will this incident lead to changes in how the league handles such disputes, or will it reinforce the power dynamic that star players have in shaping their own destinies? In the coming weeks and months, expect intense media scrutiny and speculation as this feud plays out. Trade rumors, negotiations, and team dynamics will all be under the microscope. Basketball fans will be on the edge of their seats, waiting to see how this high-stakes standoff between James Harden and Daryl Morey ultimately concludes. For James Harden, this dispute could shape the trajectory of his legacy. Will he be remembered as the dynamic scorer who had respectable playoff runs with the 76ers, or as the player whose discord with management disrupted a promising team? His reputation, both as a player and a leader, hangs in the balance. A reconciliation with the 76ers could provide him with the opportunity to showcase his abilities on the grandest stage, while a departure may open a new chapter in his career with unforeseen challenges and opportunities. In a broader sense, the Harden-Morey dispute underscores the intricate relationship between players and management in the NBA's modern era. It highlights the power dynamic that exists within teams and raises important questions about the future of player autonomy and trade requests. As this situation unfolds, the league and its stakeholders will be paying close attention, potentially leading to changes in how such disputes are managed in the future. One crucial aspect of the ongoing James Harden and Daryl Morey dispute that cannot be overlooked is Harden's relationship with his fellow star teammate Joel Embiid. Harden and Embiid still have the potential to form one of the most potent duos in the NBA, but it seems they just need some maturing to do. Not in basketball terms, but how they act when facing hardships, just like in the current situation. Both of them possess extraordinary individual skills, so their partnership, if cultivated correctly, could once again propel the 76ers to championship contention. However, the ongoing dispute between Harden and the GM Daryl Morey may test this partnership. If Harden remains disgruntled and at odds with the organization, it will 100% affect the team's chemistry and cohesion on the court. This, in turn, may influence Joel Embiid's perspective on the situation, and who knows what may happen then. Embiid, as a respected leader within the 76ers and a franchise player, has a significant voice in the team's decisions. His relationship with Harden and his views on the dispute could sway the direction the team takes. And if Embiid strongly believes in the potential of their partnership and sees a way to resolve the issues, he might advocate for the team to work towards mending fences with Harden. Conversely, if Embiid becomes frustrated with the turmoil and believes that Harden's presence is detrimental to the team's success or chemistry, he could influence the organization to consider trade options. In essence, Joel Embiid's influence on James Harden's decisions regarding the Philadelphia 76ers is substantial, and his perspective, as both a superstar player and a leader in the locker room, can play a pivotal role in shaping the team's future. How the two stars navigate this situation and whether they can find common ground or if it leads to significant roster changes will be a key storyline to follow in the unfolding drama of the 76ers 2023 season. However, if James Harden continues to refuse to play for the Philadelphia 76ers, several scenarios may unfold. The team would likely explore trade options to move Harden, as it's not in their best interest to have a disgruntled star player impacting team morale and chemistry. Here's how Harden might fit with potential trade destinations. Harden would provide the Clippers with a dynamic scoring threat and playmaker, complementing the skills of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. His ability to create shots for himself and teammates could alleviate some of the offensive burden on the superstar duo. However, the Clippers would need to carefully manage their salary cap to make this trade happen, as both Leonard and George have significant contracts. The Clippers might have to give up key assets to acquire Harden, potentially weakening their depth, but it's the move that could come with plenty of positives if everything falls into place. Another team where Harden could fit well is the Miami Heat, since their culture and style of play under coach Erik Spoelstra are what could be rejuvenating for his career. Pairing Harden with Jimmy Butler could create a formidable 1-2 punch on the perimeter, making the Heat a contender in the Eastern Conference. Miami's strong defensive identity could help improve Harden's dedication to defense, as the team is known for its commitment on that end of the floor. However, the Heat would need to consider the cost of the trade and the impact on their cap space, as they have aspirations of signing other star players. Harden's scoring ability would add firepower to the team's offense, but there's a problem with the Heat's ambitions of landing Dame Lillard. In case that happens, there's almost zero chance Harden ends up taking his talents to South Beach. Lastly, Harden would instantly become the primary offensive option for the New York Knicks and beautifully combined with Jalen Brunson. His scoring ability could bring excitement back to Madison Square Garden and make the Knicks a more competitive team in the Eastern Conference, since the Knicks have some reasonable assets that could be attractive to the 76ers in a trade package. However, the Knicks would need to address concerns about their overall team balance and defense, as Harden is not known for his defensive prowess. but that's not such a big price to pay considering what they'd be getting. In each of these scenarios, the fit would depend not only on how Harden's skill complements the existing roster, but also on the willingness of the acquiring teams to make the necessary adjustments to accommodate his playing style. Additionally, the trade negotiations would hinge on the assets that the Philadelphia 76ers are willing to accept in exchange for Harden, which could be the harder part of the Project Harden. One thing is sure, the outcome of this situation will shape the competitive landscape of the NBA and provide a fresh start for James Harden in a new environment, which is something he seems to be desperately needing. That's it for today, dear friends. If you can think of any other aspects of how Harden's situation might impact him, the 76ers, and the rest of the league, make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. While you're waiting for more NBA news and updates, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time.